this point, or
No.
can you still talk about it?
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever think you'll have a case to top it in terms of its intrigue?
I hope so. Obviously, you always hope for, what is it, madder wine and stronger meat or something? Every year that goes by since the case, and now it's 10 years going on 11, you get, with all the people involved in it, you get more and more absolutely rock solid the case that this could not possibly be an organized hoax, because obviously the more time that goes on with so many people involved, the more likely it is that somebody comes forward. Just as none of the people involved in the Brooklyn Bridge case, not one has ever come forward and said this is a hoax. So, and of course, the reason you even mention hoax is because that's the only possibility, the only alternative there is to that fact that this actually happened.
Gee, I wonder why none of them ever came forward and said it was a hoax. And apologies for hearing that bell. He has Jeff the Mongoose over, I think. I
was so distracted. It sounded like he was banging two bottles together like he was trying to fight the Warriors or something. I don't know what the fuck what was that, dude?
He has, I'm not lying, Jeff the Mongoose is running around his bed. I don't understand why he likes exotic pets. But for the last clip, and this is just a part of the drill home, let's hear this part again because this is key to all of this.
So, and of course, the reason you even mention hoax is because that's the only possibility, the only alternative there is to that fact that this actually happened.
Yeah, that's the only alternative. Yeah, wonder why none of the witnesses ever came forward. Maybe because they're all the same person.
I mean,
Ever think about that?
That's really weird.
And that's it. You don't think so? Well, too bad. Because Carol got the high ground on him. I think I'll give my final thoughts. I think she did a great job of being a person on the inside. Now, this is something we never get with anything paranormal, unbelievable, anything like that, is someone so close to the investigation that they actually see how it goes, actually see what the witnesses, what the integrity of all of it is. And she wanted to believe. She's this man's husband. She believed in
She's his wife. She's his wife.
She's his husband. No, come on.
She's his husband.
She's his
husband?
And
the audacity of his husband to promote those crayon drawings as the truth and be like, oh, look at this. This is the real truth. It's like, shut up, woman. You're my husband. Sit down.
Exactly.
I've got control of this relationship. Yeah.
If I kept seeing the same crayon drawings over and over, I'd be saying the same thing, man.
Here.
Get this out of here. This is the same as the other one. I know this.
Obviously just trying to ruin me. It's sabotage.
So look, if you're out there and you're trying to investigate anything, be honest, because your husband Carol is going to out you. Okay, he's going to do it. And if you're with someone smart and you're in this field, if we ever hear from P.P. Warren's wife or maybe Tom Vrillock has a boyfriend, I don't know how it works,
or her husband,
or maybe her husband or somebody, but that's it. So now, I'm sorry, we're going to end this trilogy looking at it in a different light with a twist. That's it. That's enough for Bud Hopkins and his Witnessed and his Intruders and all that. But we still love Deanie Petty. We'll always love Deanie Petty.
What's the poll question going to be for them?
If you want tomatoes and cucumbers to taste their very best, store them at room temperature.
Well, that's a pretty good poll question, too, Deanie Petty.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you get tomatoes to ripen?
How do you like your tomatoes ripened?
We already know, because Deanie Petty told us.
Sure. She's got the best tips ever.
This week's poll is, what witness was the most believable? Would it be Dan and Richard? Is it Cousin Connie? Is it someone else?
Is it your wife?
Janet?
There's too many.
Yeah,
All of them. They'll all be there. Go to unbelieverspodcast.com and answer, do something with it. Go to this week's poll. That's it. We're out of here. Enough of you, Bud Hopkins. The saga's over.
Oh.
All right, man, Carol Rainey. I'm gonna put her. I know we have an SOS Hall of Fame. I wish we had some kind of badass Hall of Fame. Would put her up in there. What do you think about her, Drea?
I mean, that's a good idea. I like the badass Hall of Fame, but maybe we can get something a little catchier. I just really like the idea that she called him on his bullshit, but she had to have known his whole deal before she married him. So maybe this was like a long con that she just, boosted his ego, told him like, oh, yeah, totally, man, totally. Then as soon as they got married, like, bam, all right, you're fucked. You're dumb. I want money.
I knew. Now, I wish that were the case, but unfortunately, the only thing she'd be able to parlay this into is, releasing her old footage that she filmed at the time into YouTube videos that don't have a lot of views. More people have definitely bought his books and seen his movies and have seen anything she's in. And she was working on making this a documentary, but nobody picked it up.
So she was trying. Yeah.
She was trying, yeah. But it just turned into a long article on a bad website. Unfortunately for her. She was trying. She went out there and what does that say to other people who are trying to debunk? They're like, nobody's going to care.
I hope it's worth it.
People just want the headline. Lady floats out of window in New York. UN sees it. John Gotti's there. All this fantastical claims. And you're probably like, you're probably like, what the fuck show am I listening to? Like, you guys love when the opposite is just thrown in your face, we can't be completely ignorant to that. And, this may be a one-off for us. We'll go back to unbelieving everything after this. But it's hard to deny her. Carol Rainey's a hero in my book. Love her. God
bless.
Yeah, no doubt. I just want to toss in there, too, because I know that I'm a huge... I'm a Bud boy. I'm a big Bud boy.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is new.
No, I'm a big Bud boy. I love Bud Hopkins, but you did a fantastic job of pulling together all of her. I mean, she really takes him to task. That's
she gets into that butt.
Yeah,
she's a big butt boy.
Yeah, it's that
butt.
It's a damn gaping cavity, and she fucking filled that thing up with.
Man, she wants to find out what's being filled in that cavity.
That cavity is full of truth now, and her mouth is busted. But you've been busted by Carol. That's it. You're dead. I'm sorry.
Your cavities are filled.
Yeah, it's all ours, and that's it. And I heard it's quite a big cavity too. But that's it. Sorry, Janet. I almost called. Why am I calling her Geppetto? Janet Napolitano.
So many names. So many freaking names, man.
Yeah, how can you really keep it straight? I'm surprised that you were able to all this time. So kudos.
Yeah, aliens have a 2-name minimum. You got to be Debbie Tomey or Deanie Petty. Wait, Deanie Petty never got abducted. Oh, well, we don't know.
She wanted to be.
Well, oh God, I wish that was part of it. But she did have a helicopter. But Rob, why don't you take us on to the next segment, please?
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. Now it's time for the Unbelievers mailbag. The Unbelievers mailbag.
Hey man, check your mailbox.
Hey, you got some new mail over here.
Sup, bitches? It's mail time. Woo! 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 Woo!
Indeed. Yes, and this week's mail, we have a really nice mail now. Not too much to get on today, but last week's poll winner, Corrupted Mask, who has opted out of playing a game, and I will mention the game. We haven't played in a little bit. we haven't decided if we're going to put on the show or do it on Patreon, but we have 3 people still in the winner's circle, but they're all 3 of them are on different continents, and we need to play Beyond Uranus again, but that takes about 7 people all together on Skype to do, and
a lot of energy.
A lot of energy, and we just, we've got K-Mill in London, we've got Raymond in Australia, and we've got good old Carol Veep here in the US of A. But it's hard getting everyone together. But we, in spite of being in the game, Corrupted Mask opts to read another PSA, and I would like Drea to read the PSA from Corrupted Mask now, please.
Okay, I can do that. Okay, so this is from Corrupted Mask. Hello, Unbelievers. This is Corrupted Mask again. While we all like to laugh and have fun when we listen to the Unbelievers podcast, one thing that's not a laughing matter is mental illness. It isn't a sign of weakness or a defect in character. It's every bit as real a condition as cancer, MS, or heart disease. If you or anyone you love has persistent problems with anxiety, depression, or suicidal thoughts, please seek help. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 1-800-273-8255. It's free and confidential and provides support for people in crisis. More resources on broader mental health issues can be found via the National Alliance on Mental Illness helpline at 1-800-950-6264. They provide information on symptoms of mental health conditions as well as local services, support groups, and treatment options. Thank you for listening, and remember that you are not alone.
All
so
right,
a good message. Yeah, we appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
That was great. That's really, Corrupted Mask, really nice guy, really stand-up guy. So yeah. And if you win and you don't feel like playing the game, we'll read a nice PSA for you. We need a little bit of that around here, but it's time to move on now. And Drea, what are we doing next?
I guess you've done this to me 3 times now, so I'm ready for it this time. Clearly. Now we're doing poll results. You asshole.
This week's poll: who is the sexiest ghost lover? And the options are Bobby Brown, Lucy Liu, Natasha, what's her name? Oh, so disrespectful. I'm sorry, I didn't remember her name. And because you didn't have a cool name as the 4th option, Amethyst Realm, and of course others. So I'm going to ask you, Drea Mora, who do you think the Unbelievers chose?
I think Miss What's Her Name, Natasha.
Natasha, what's her name? How about you, Rob? You got Bobby Brown, Lucy Liu, Natasha, and Amethyst Realm.
Lucy Liu, all the way. I know that's not probably what's going to win, but I love Lucy Liu. She's one of my favorites. Kill Bill.
Now we know Rob's type.
Wow. But Drea, congratulations, because Rob just won.
Damn it!
Woo!
Lucy Liu with 9.52% of the vote. She is the sexiest ghost lover.
That's a high percentage. That's a pretty high percentage for our poll results.
It
is. Natasha, what's her name? She got 4.76%.
Wow.
0 for Bobby Brown. 0 for Amethyst Realm. Let's see if she gets any love. But I have a feeling Amethyst Realm is going to get some love in the, of course, as always, others. All right. Who is the sexiest ghost lover? They're all just playing a little 5-on-1 and shooting sheet sneezes to their weird fantasies. Whoa.
Oh, man. Points for sheet sneezes.
From the 3rd Daniel. All right. Who's the sexiest ghost lover? These sexy ghosts have me spooking my pants. Know any cleaners good for removing ectoplasm? Signed the one and only Spermy Paracox. All right.
He's throwing up and filling my pants.
Spooking his pants. All right. Who's the sexiest ghost lover? Sam Wheat or should Patrick Swayze? We don't know. Ask me about Golden Rice. Signed Outlaw. What?
That's always valid, Golden Rice.
Sam Wheat or should Patrick Swayze? Ask me about Golden Rice.
Patrick Swayze's a knight now.
And one more.
Interview me about Golden Rice.
Okay, thank you, Outlaw. Who is the sexiest ghost lover? Amethyst. Was anyone else getting hard? I'd break the curse and be her ghost daddy any day. Too soon?
God.
Signed Alien Nunchucka. That was great. No, it's not. She deserves some love, and we're going to
Break the curse! Break the curse!
Break the curse!